The one thing I need to prepare myself for, and I've been going over, anytime I have to do any sort of social interaction, I start playing the scenarios in my head ahead of time. And I know that people, because Banjo's going to be dressed up in his spooky, scary skeleton outfit, and I know that people are going to come up to Banjo and say, oh my gosh, your dog is so cute. And I never know how to respond to that. It's like a really awkward place to put a person in. Because what do you, I don't really understand what you say to it. Like, do you say thank you? Because, like, you didn't birth the dog. I picked him, but, like, and I guess I picked him because he was cute, but you don't, like, say thank you. But Banjo can't say thank you, so, like, do you say thank you on his behalf? Even though it's kind of weird? It's a social spot that I really don't enjoy being put in. And I've already been playing out the scenario for, like, the last... basically since I woke up this morning. What do you say in that situation? When you're walking your dog and someone comes up and says, oh my goodness, he's so cute. What do you say to them? Do you say thank you? Is it weird to say thank you on the dog's behalf, or is that normal? Thank you is fine, but is it weird? Agree with them? But then isn't that like kind of braggadocious? Like if they're like, oh my gosh, your dog's so cute, and you're like, yeah, that's why I picked him, idiot. Duh, he's cute. Wouldn't have picked him if he wasn't cute, dummy. I don't want to be braggadocious, but I also don't want to be weird, you know? So what I'll probably do instead is just like sprint off in a random direction. I think that might be the most normal option, is for them to say, hey, your dog is really cute, and then I just walk away. Avoid any social interaction whatsoever. Maybe I could say like, sorry. Hey, your dog's so cute, sorry. And then run away? Is that less weird? Just give Banjo to Maria? Well, what's Maria gonna say? Because she's gonna have to go through the same scenario. Just because she's walking Banjo instead of me doesn't mean that one of us isn't gonna have to respond to it. Look, I'm just gonna be honest, and this is gonna come off as braggadocious. Someone's gonna come up to Banjo and talk about how cute he is. Because he's a little cutie. One of us is gonna have to respond. Well, you're entitled to your opinion. I think he's freaking ugly, dude. You obviously wouldn't say it like that. That would also make you a freak. Or Paul, I think they're both normal. Excuse me, this is a normal human brain thought, right? You don't play out social scenarios in your brain ahead of time just to get ready? Yes, but not this one. I'm gonna Google it. This is, I need a real answer here. Chat's memeing on me. Why is my computer running so hot? Death's Door, are you like the next great FPS? What do you say when someone tells you your dog is cute? I bet it's like the #1 search on Google. A simple thank you so much is perfectly fine. If that feels too bare or awkward, you may consider, thank you for saying though. I think they're pretty wonderful too. Don't say that, but the article told me. Listen to this line. Because my beautiful, shiny black lab mix with large amber eyes has a romantic soul, he frequently receives compliments. This is not a problem for him, he deserves them, and he should be complimented. The response is left to his friend, and what do I say? Well, that's the issue. The compliments are even bigger in winter when he begrudgingly wears his handsome little coat. It's blue with a fuzzy white collar, fitted and warm, and he hates it. Oh, mean. I just scrolled down and there's a picture of the dog and my initial thought was, that dog is not beautiful. But when I finally trick him into wearing it, he's a handsome little coat man, and who can resist complimenting a handsome little coat man? I've thought about it, and it seems to me that there are two options when responding to a dog compliment. Neither of them are very good. Thank you and I know. Chat, it's the exact conversation. They can be stretched. Thank you so much. Isn't he a handsome coat man? And I know, I love his little dog face. But I think those are just the basic components. Either you're left to thank a stranger who complimented your dog as if you had anything to do with his looks, or you're just left to agree, which seems rude. So what you do? Thank you, who wrote this? Kelly Conaboy, thank you for going through the same issues that I do every single day. The how to accept a dog compliment issue extends, I'll have you know, beyond the unsociable corners of my own psyche. A Google search proves this is something plaguing others. Silly question, what do you say when someone compliments your dog? Asked someone on Yahoo Answers, rip. Do I say thank you? Because I have nothing to do with them being cute. They did that on their own, or their doggy parents did. Gross. We didn't even pick them based on their looks. We just got a dog that needed a home. So is thank you okay, or should I say something else? And there's like 75 tweets. Look, I'm just happy that someone else out there is plagued by this same indecision. It makes me feel slightly more normal. Say so is yours, but only if they don't have a dog with them. No, because that's the equivalent of getting on your plane and the lady that checks your tickets says, have a good flight, and you say, you too, and then you go, oh, sorry, forgot you're just gonna sit here working all day. Forgot about that small fact. Sorry, didn't want to remind you about the fact that you'll be sitting at this tiny little desk all day while I go to a cool destination. Sorry. That one makes me want to throw up on the spot. That is at like the top, and it happens all the time because you just say you too out of habit whenever someone says thank you or whatever, but that's gotta be the top one that keeps my skin crawling at night. Say I know like Han Solo and just walk off and be cool. Ooh, do a little hair flip. My hair's not long enough anymore to do the hair flip. Give me a couple months. Maria, we can't go to Pumpkin Glow. My hair's not long enough. That wasn't Han Solo. That was Bo Burnham. Excuse me. No, that was Han Solo. Princess Leia says, I love you. And he says, I know. And then he gets dunked into the carbonite. He doesn't walk off. In fact, he doesn't do much walking for the rest of the movie. I would fake therapy all of you individually one at a time in a heartbeat. I am a call away. We'll see how Pumpkin Glow goes tonight, and I might hit you up. If someone walks up to me during Pumpkin Glow and tells me how cute Banjo is, you will be receiving a call tonight. If anybody dares utter those words, I'm gonna be an emotional wreck. What is that? Golden meat tenderizer. I did say to give Banjo to you, and Josh said, but then Maria would have to answer, as if you're also this broken. Maria, how would you respond? You're gonna hit him with a thank you? That doesn't make your skin crawl. I always just say, I'll thank you, as previously stated. You should probably think about it more often. Don't think about it more often? I have guaranteed, just a heads up, that I will be thinking about it for the entirety of the rest of the day. Maybe the whole weekend. I'm a harpist. I'm used to awkward thanks. Yeah, but in those cases, aren't you just saying thanks on behalf of yourself? Don't put that evil on Maria. Look, I'm just making sure everybody understands where I'm coming from. It is on behalf of me, but then people will be like, oh, I thought you were typing out your statement. Oh, your dog's so cute. It is on behalf of my son, Banjo Bartholomew, last name, no doxing, that I will be saying thank you for the compliment. Though he cannot respond, I am certain that if he was able to, he would have nothing but the utmost respect and appreciation for your compliment. That might be the play. That might be the answer. Maria said last night you wimped out of walking Banjo. Excuse me, wimped? Excuse me, wimped? Define wimped? Couldn't That's untrue! That's not, I just let her walk Banjo because she likes to walk Banjo. I did hold on to him briefly after, did she inform you that Banjo went number 2? Right on the cobblestones of downtown, the town that I live in? Because he may or may not, even though we pulled him to the side several times to see if he wanted to go into the grass. No, I don't have to go, he says. The second we get into a crowded group of people in the middle of the literal street, now I gotta go. And then Maria subsequently stepped in it, and then she had to clean her shoe off. The poop may or may not be still there. We cleaned most of it up because we brought baggies because we assumed Banjo was going to, because it's Banjo and of course he has to. But there may be like a little bit from the area that she stepped in. It's possible, like got a little, smeared. You could probably find some if you really tried hard. Also, the dog situation, I'm happy to say, even though Maria was the one walking him, happy to say it never came to fruition. We did have, there was a street performer who, instead of saying, I like your dog, said, I like your small wolf. And it was so cringe. Thankfully, I didn't have anything mean or have any like uncomfy thing to say about it. And then we had another small kid come up to us and just say, I like that dog. And we also didn't know what to say to it, so we just said thank you. There's no weirdness in saying I like the dog, because I could be like, yeah, we like Frenchies too. It's when they specifically compliment its appearance that I don't know what to say. So thankfully, we were not faced with that scenario. When you had a camping trip a couple months back, it was your first time talking to... It was the first time taking Gracie to any sort of busy public thing. You were worried about how she would respond to people, and she got bombarded by 2 kids who were literally stroking... Oh, that's nice. They both had water guns, and in my head, I was like, if one of the... Dude, I almost... Can I admit to this? Is this a crime? I almost elbow slammed a kid to the ground last year When we took Banjo, who at the time was like barely over a year old, we took him to the pumpkin glow that year as well. And there was this little girl who's probably like 7. And Banjo was like really scared of people at the time because it'd been COVID, so he'd never seen very many people. So he was terrified of most of them. And this child came up, neglectful parent. It was just a mom. She was just on her phone, not paying attention to her child at all. The kid came up to Banjo and like backed him into didn't ask, just started petting him. And Banjo backed up to try to get away. And we were like up against the side of the street, up against some shops, and he like got backed into a corner, and the child was like laughing maniacally while terrifying Banjo and backing him into a corner, and we didn't know how to nicely tell the child to stop petting our dog. So I almost brought in the people's elbow. Thankfully, the mom then looked up from her phone for more than 2 seconds to realize her child was terrorizing a small puppy. And she saved Banjo, which is nice. But yeah, Pumpkin Glow was pretty boring. That's not just me saying it. You can ask Marie as well. We left after about 30 minutes. And then came back and played Smash Bros. for like 4 hours.